Welcome back to How to Souls. My name is Rach and today we're going to look at Dark Souls' starting gifts. Are there gifts that are completely useless? Yes, there are, and I'm going to tell you all about them today. Just like with classes, it really doesn't matter what you pick for your starting gift. The first one I'm going to highlight, because I mentioned it with the thief, is the Master Key. So what the Master Key does is there are several doors in the game, especially right at the start of the game, that are locked for a reason, because the game wants to encourage you to explore and find the proper way to open this door. For example, a door in the Undead Burg that has a gold pine resin behind it, you need to have fully explored the Undead Burg to find the proper key to open it. However, with the Master Key, you can just open the door from the beginning. So what you'll see a lot of returning players do is picking the Master Key so they can go in these shortcuts right from the very beginning. However, I strongly do not recommend picking the Master Key for your first playthrough. I feel very passionate about this. Sure, the game is pretty open from the start, and if you want, you can go in any direction, but you're meant to go in the wrong direction and then figure out very quickly that it is the wrong direction and therefore then find the right direction. So I just think picking the Master Key has potential to get you very lost right at the start of the game and give up because of it. Also, like I said, it will mean that you will find really cool items without having to do the fun exploring behind it to get it the way you should do it. So Master Key, fantastic. I'm gonna pick it, but do as I say, not as I do. Please don't pick it for a first playthrough unless you are pretty sure that you know where to go and, more importantly, where not to go. The only thing I will ever recommend you not picking is none. There is no reason to not pick a starting gift unless you are doing some kind of I will not pick a starting gift challenge. But let's be honest, guys, that's not much of a challenge. Try SL1. So ignore the none. Goddess's Blessing is the first option. Divine Holy Water fully restores HP and status. Very good. Essentially an extra heal. However, in my opinion, waste of a gift, really. Because you're going to get your Estus right at the start of the game. Goddess's Blessing, I mean, it's great. Especially if you're very low health, you've run out of Estus, but let's be honest, if you're anything like me, you're probably gonna forget that you have it anyway, or you're gonna treat it like some sort of holy item and think, oh, maybe I'll need this one day, and you'll just never use it. So I never pick Goddess's Blessing. Black Firebombs explodes upon impact when thrown, more deadly than a standard bomb. Black Firebombs do a lot of damage, a lot of damage, and you can take down the first boss, the Asylum Demon, in about 4 or 5 Black Firebombs. They are not to be sniffed at. They are fantastic. They allow you for a lot of fun skips at the start of the game. For example, you'll see speedrunners pick them to kill both Asylum Demon and the Capra Demon with them. However, yeah, like I said, if you want an easy time with the first boss, you can pick the Black Firebombs, but you'll mostly see people buying them who know what they're doing with them to specifically speedrun the game. If you're interested in my video showing you all about how to quickly take down the Asylum Demon with the Black Firebombs, I do have that one available for you here. I've linked it for you in the cards above at the top of the video. So moving on, we have the twin humanities, tiny sprite called Humanity, sometimes found on carcasses. So humanity in this game is used for becoming human and for kindling bonfires. So twin humanities has essentially, it's got 2 humanities in it. So getting a free one right at the start of the game, I think is actually very good. And quite often I default to picking twin humanities as my starting gift of choice, because it's always a good idea to have extra humanity on you. They are not actually that plentiful in this game, and having an extra 2 just for free is actually very good. Next up, we have the Binoculars, used to peer at faraway sights. Bit of a troll, because you can get the Binoculars super early. They're just in the graveyard, which, I mean, it's a suicide run to get them, but you know, you're essentially getting something that you can also get for free near the start of the game. So yeah, if you want to pick Binoculars just to stare at NPC bums, please do be my guest, but it's not what I'd recommend. Also, I would not recommend going for the Pendant. Pendant is a trinket with no effect, but fond memories comfort travellers. For years, we toiled. We thought surely the pendant does something, but no, it really doesn't. It does nothing. Guys, don't pick the pendant. Please take my word for it. It does nothing. Next up, Master Key. We already went over that. Tiny Being's Ring. So this is something that they have fixed in the remastered version of this game. Special Tribal Ring grants small increase to HP. I believe it's about 10%. This used to say grants HP regeneration or something like that. It had the wrong description. This is what I picked for my first ever starting gift on PlayStation 3, and I was like, where's my health regen? But they fixed it now, so it does increase your health slightly. It will be a long time, really, realistically, until you get to rings to fill. So starting with the Tiny Being's Ring for that little increase to HP is a pretty decent thing to pick as a starting gift, in my opinion. It's not gonna like turn any heads with the size of your health bar, but it is, you know, it's a bit more useful than picking, say, the Binoculars. Last but not least, but absolutely definitely least, the Old Witch's Ring. Gift from a witch, ancient ring with no obvious effect. So this is a lore item that you can pick to speak to Quaelag's sister, who is behind the Quaelag boss arena. It gives you an extra little insight into the story behind the Daughters of Chaos and what happened to them, and it breaks your heart even harder to know that you have killed everyone she loves, because now you can understand her if you have the Old Witch's Ring equipped. And the only way to get it is by picking it as a starting gift or by trading a very useful item with the trading crow to get it. So it's not the easiest to get in a playthrough. So if you're interested in that lore side of things, then there's the Old Witch's Ring for you. So again, because this is a character that I am starting for a walkthrough series, I am going to pick the Master Key because I'm going to be talking about all the doors that the Master Key opens. I've got a few hints and tips on how to upgrade your Estus Flask super early, and we're going to need the Master Key to do that. So that's why I am picking it personally. If you are following this walkthrough series, please do feel free to also pick it. However, if you're just here to learn about starting classes and gifts, and it's your first playthrough of Dark Souls, pick the Master Key at your own risk. That's all I'm going to say. But ooh, if you've listened this far, then you're probably along for the ride, and I do encourage you to check out the other parts of my walkthrough. This is going to be a series that I've wanted to make for a long time now, and I'm really excited just to play through Dark Souls with you guys. This is a game I've played multiple times. God, I wish I had kept count. And I'm really excited just to play it from the beginning, super slow and take it easy, and point out all the little amazing details in this game that perhaps some people might miss. So that concludes our guide on the best starting classes and gifts depending on the type of character that you'd like to play in this game. If you want to come along with me and start the game playing through as Rach the Cleric, who's going to show you all about how to be a paladin class in this game, then please do come along for the ride. Click this next video and let's get started. Everyone else, thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe for more guide videos like this, as well as on other From Software titles in future.